why did I drop out? Well, actually, it's kind of funny what the question actually entails, because, well, in other level, I was a little bit a high-performing student, and I have a scholar friend, to and then I have a few others like that we believe ourselves to be smart. In fact, at the point in the level, I was trying to even teach others. I was trying to teach others the course, and I believing that I know better and I should be able to share with people. So I'm that. I even woke up to a lecturer that can we be, no, I think that was our daily, that can we be teaching others and really having tutorial with them on the level, wanting to change on them. I'm that a self-believing, self-energetic student. But what happened? Yeah, on the level. I think after the result came out, and I think more particularly during the result, as I was having A in my portal, other students that were my mates, especially the guy that ended up being the scholar, we having A on their portal. And after, I think, 6 or so or 7 straight A's, then the shocker started coming in. I saw C on my portal, the digit that ended up becoming so I saw A or so. I saw, then this shocking one came, I saw E or so on my portal. I think the E later become D after they had 5 marks for everybody or something. But he saw B on his portal, and I knew at that point that the journey is not for the sweetest. And I came to the realization from that only level that I really need to do something different. Because whatever I'm doing, I always want to be sure I'm top of my game. And that has fueled me even to this point when I'm running a digital company. I try to be on top of it. We try as much as possible to lead the market, not the other way around. You understand? So we set the tone, we set the conversation, and let every other person that want to be in our space to follow. So that's my kind of person fundamentally. So, and those shockers came, and then in 20 level, I started working with a new set of friends, including the DJ and all this, and started learning new ways, started looking for opportunities online, started writing, learning about copywriting. I meet people like Jeff Bezos, people like Jeff Cohn, rather, a lot of others, Stephen Presswood, Seth Godin, and I meet a lot of other people online that were talking about this copywriting thing or this digital marketing thing or whatever. And I was learning a lot. I was reading in Patel Lecture and Center, and some of Nigerian bloggers like Nigeria Freedom Radar, that's Mohammed Abilai Tosin, Bamide Onibalusi or so, another copywriter, and I was trying my hand on a lot of those things. And I was learning. I hosted my first site that was sold through an affiliate link by Oxygenmat, that the Nigerian writers coach guy. And so I started knowing about hosting, domain name, this, that. And over time, working with DG and OKDG, we started discovering programming. I was writing courses. It was in secondary school, I think, if I'm not wrong. And so we started exploring programming ideas together too and all those things. So during those times, I was actually beating myself. And since that other level, when I could no longer be discovered, I think I ended up 3.98 or so, even at that other level. So that I couldn't be discovered, I couldn't be normal. There's that touch of, Timmy, you have to pay attention to something else. Came at that point in time. So I was paying attention to something else. I was trying to look at other things. And there's a lot of other flip I was doing. The website I bought, and that was Gifted Pens, made me only $0.88 at the end of the whole year. And that's it. I was learning, I was exploring. So by the time I was in 300 level, I started working with a few guys. I started this idea of this digital marketing web design company. I think I called it Gifted Media then. And I've got the first client that was deep inside the forest of I want to remember the name of the place, somewhere far, far like that. Erumu or something. That's what to say. And it's a church and there's a charity room, and I did the website for them at 5K. I don't know how we did it then, it's a miracle. And they have a does come to me. I think there's a name chip, $0.99, and I connect with a blogspot, and I design it. I use template premium to design it and to make it look like a kind of to look like a good website, so to say. And that's how we were able to and make a few profits. So I was walking through this journey, and then I got the first gig that looks quite a website at 5K. I figured out to host a WordPress site that will be very cheap and cheap and cheap. So that's how. And then I got another one, the church, UMC Chapel. They paid me this 5,000. So that's the progression. I was getting more. I was fixing the market as much as learning programming, learning this PHP, Laravel, this, that, understanding those things, understanding domain. So I think in theory level, I got more into that. That apart from the first semester, in the second semester, I had a carry over. I think in the second semester, I didn't even attend the class. I didn't even know when they did the test, the exam self. Did I even attend? I'm not sure. Anyhow, so I just have this carry over in my list, and it's something I can add up in 400 level. So in 400 level too, I've been having this dilemma of quitting, because after then I was been reading a lot of books. People that drop out for school, name them. Even what's it called? Elon Musk drop out of his PhD. Same thing with Bill Gates and all this. I was already oversaturated with the idea of building a tech company and all this thing. So in my 300 level, I had that caliber, and the 400 level, first semester was gone. Second semester I was supposed to hard up because I did not end up adding it. And then I wasn't feeling the fact of even attending those exams. They are becoming meaningless to me. I don't want to. Why should I enter the exam and be writing the same story that we have been writing about Nigeria, and Nigeria is not changing? And actually, I was studying political science, so you should put that in perspective. I wasn't a CIS student. And I was learning all this much about, and even the university's league website, I did it along with the guys I was working with, the son that just Tracy and Co. He actually makes the sales and build his website. And those are just the kind of things I was up. So at that 400 level, at that second semester, despite the fact that dropping out mindset I started from 200 level, at that 400 level, at that second semester, and those papers, I make their final decision. I'm not going to attend those exams, and I'm dropping out. Like, I want to face this business thing, and I want to really try this. Go out in the world and determine your fate, go out in the world and determine your future things. And that has been it. Like, and since then, I don't know. A lot of my lecturers call me because I was very, very close to the lecturer. I'm their party, and I was very close to a lot of the lecturers, and they called me. Even my HOD called me personally. But I wasn't feeling. I couldn't just continue. So that was it. That was helped me. And the people that work along with Josh, Dancing, and to collectively be able to build what we have built today. In fact, because of that, because of my story, Josh also dropped out of 400 level, and even some of them did not end up going to NYC because they see what we are able to attain even in a span of 1 year. From a company that makes 92,000 a month to a company that makes 4.something million, and all these things. That's how we transcend, and they could see the story, they could see the fact that 1 year as NYC can be poured into, the energy can fix together and pour into something and build it. So I don't at any point did I sit down to ever regret anything. The only thing I could be considering, it seems like, is the fact that I often think in terms of not having financial access capital, and that doesn't have anything to do with having a degree. Okay, would I advise someone to drop out? Well, that's a tough question. Will I advise anyone? Well, it depends on the context of the conversation. If the person is the kind of person that I believe has the capacity and the competence to manage dropping out, yeah, I will kind of also encourage, especially if the person is locked in a course that is not what he wanted to do or what is right. If you are in MBBS and you're performing well, that's the medicine I showed you. Why should you drop out? There's a reason why you want to be a doctor from there on. But if you are in my shoe, political science, you wanted to study law before you end up in political science, and it doesn't really work out, and I'm gonna give you the advice to drop out. Even the DG that was a scholar did not end up in first class. He ended up with 4.46, I think so. To see how tight our department is. But the department, growing in the department, I think there's a lot of experience that I could be able to learn, especially the fact that it's that department. And meeting those guys too, they are important part of the conversation. So that's how I would say. Will I advise somebody? Yes and no. If the person is worth it, I can say you can give it that. But if I see that that person is not really clear, he's just reading all this motivational hype, I don't think I will tell the person that that's the best decision for him to take. So that's it that I have to say about my dropping out. So next week maybe we meet again on another throwback that we look into the past and say what has happened.